right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. First and 10.
Defense 24. Take right open. Keep moving offense. 30 left. Let's keep those sticks moving.
Right to the air goes Lawrence. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Lawrence to throw for it on fourth down. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. Not only did they convert on fourth down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25. On first and 10, Lawrence. Quick throw here is complete. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
A first down throw for Lawrence. He's got it at about the 8. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The kicking team off for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll air it out down the middle. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on 4th down. Davis going in motion. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. This one complete to Oliver. And they will finally run him down.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
I'll give on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A run on 1st and goal. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now from the 7, it's second and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Third and goal. Third and goal. It's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
They're trying to answer that opening drive touchdown on the other side. So the offense stays out, and they go for it on 4th and goal. Motion man is Hyatt. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. They send him right out of the slot. He'll go. Here's Daniels. To the end zone. It's intercepted.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself.
He is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Again, working deep downfield. That is brought in. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. A big play for Jacksonville. The gain is 64. A touchdown apiece. The big guys are on. jumbo set here for first and goal.
13, Lou.
They'll run it here with ETN. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. They send a receiver in motion left. Second down, Lawrence. That one taken in. Touchdown, Jaguars. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. And the Jaguars will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On first down, Daniels. He has Hyatt complete. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Seibert out now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Lawrence. Quick throw, taken in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll look to run. It's Etienne. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. He'll get this out to the left flat. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And the defense all over this one. They knock them down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Davis heading in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. That's to the sideline and intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier. The defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. A short throw caught by Ferguson. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. This one taken in by Hyatt. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, and now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get 29 yards. A big pickup on 4th down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. The pressure all over him. He goes down again.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
So it's 4th down, and Austin Seibert out to try the Washington field goal. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Commanders are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
A return now from the 4. They'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion! 11,
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're second as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number one. Lawrence now on second down. Going for it all. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Slot receiver headed right. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
So we've reached halftime here in Jacksonville with the Jaguars out front as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. Check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in our studios with the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. A short one taken at the 10. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The tight end going in motion to the left. The third quarter begins with a run. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Daniels to throw on second down. This one complete to Oliver. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is third down.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
No help from those last 2 runs. It is 3rd and 13. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's going to air this out for Davis. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Gabe Davis. Touchdown, Commanders. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Seibert's extra point is true. And the Commanders go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll get this out wide. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Oh, he pumps up the football. The Jaguars have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Lawrence now. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really...
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Play action. Here's Daniels. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out, There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
That's complete to Etienne. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Quick throw here is complete. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. And he will go all the way. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring.
And he's in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll return this from the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. First and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On second down, it's Daniels. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean,
and they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. So, no shortage of offense. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Lawrence. That is brought in at the 10. And he is going to be out of bounds. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. You're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
To throw is Lawrence. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Jaguars. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The extra point, up and good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. 3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. Open man, right side. He's got it. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, Washington.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Daniels gonna throw again. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Motion man is Hyatt. To the air again is Daniels. And more of the same. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player, and when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Now he'll run it.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
And this ball incomplete on third down. Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time. And it's going to be fourth down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Lawrence throwing on fourth down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A gain of 26 yards, and the decision to go for it winds up being a good one. Lawrence now to throw on first down. That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. No problem there on the extra point, and the Jaguars are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On first down, Daniels. Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And the Jaguars are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Hey, 30 left.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Slot man in motion right. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He's across midfield. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Seibert's extra point is true. And the Commanders cut into the lead a little bit. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15.
Go, take it to the house. Rip, 23. Hey, kill.
On 1st down, Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd down, Lawrence. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Lawrence. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Daniels now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They send him right out of the slot. Throwing on second down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. Very close to the 40-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Throwing again, Daniels. That is brought in at the 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Seibert's extra point is true. And the Commanders are able to edge a bit closer. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
A first down throw for Lawrence. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now second down throw for Lawrence. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He'll get this out wide. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down.